Uh, hey, everybody on YouTube, if there's anybody out here. Uh, but, we've not made one in almost a whole day or something around there. Of course, I deleted some of the videos and just, it wasn't that good or just, but we're just going to come out here, kind of go over some things. But I was going to first off, just say again, um, you know, that for me personally, I'm almost 40 years old. I don't have time for these crack whores. I don't have time for anybody else. Me and my wife had a special offer. I didn't really have it all planned out almost 9 months ago, whatever, but we kind of had it ever since April. It's just been a little over 6 months ago, I'd say, or something like that. So almost 7 months since then. But we've kind of got a little something in mind, but I can't take no more of the mental abuse suffered by these women. I mean, women are good. They got both sides. They could be a tomboy and they can be a girly girl, but you can't find one that's easy going and straight up with you. And we ain't got but 1,600 some people in this area, and that's not the worst, but it's not the biggest number. And I know, I don't know, I don't trust these people on the internet. They want to get their phones out. They want to do that sort of thing, and they want to be up their family's ass, up their kids' ass, whatever. Uh, Again, we're not trying to beat nobody up on YouTube here. Um, so, like I said, this is just something my wife, she want to say some things here in a little while. I just wanted to reiterate. I'm not saying it's not possible, but they're going to have to be thoroughly checked out. If that means we have to take a month or two, if we have to take 3 or 4 months, whatever it takes. If fire has to go back and forth and give them 20 minutes, maybe if they're lucky, get an hour or two in, talk and text on the phone, do something to build up the credibility of a person. Because I'm not ancient old, my wife's not ancient old, but we're not in the mood for games. I'm not trying to be picky, and my wife, she's not trying to be either, but at the same time, this is for our safety. So nobody can't say, well, I mean, what we're offering is something like, that's going to be last you for a lifetime. She asks me all the time, well, how can somebody else? I don't know. I'm not there. All I know is they probably got beaches. They probably got clubs. They probably got other things we don't have up here in Decatur, Tennessee. I mean, goddamn, if you come up here and spend a week, you'd understand why it's so freaking hard. You see the same fucking bullshit people every time you go out somewhere. Every freaking time. It's not just 1 week, it's every week I've been out. And it's them people that's got a 9 to 5 job. They don't have the time me and my wife has to put forth the effort that it requires. And there ain't nobody out here wants to make me or her happy. If I'm wrong, if somehow I'm wrong, and like I said, it could be proved wrong in a good way, but you're gonna have to pass her test first. Because if her test is gonna be the same as mine. If you can't pass her test, then you sure as hell ain't gonna pass mine. I mean, because it would take. I told her she'd have a better opportunity of of long after I'm gone. She'd have a better opportunity of having a few friends around or having somebody to text, maybe a text buddy or something. No, like I said, I hate saying it, but I ain't responsible for these people. I don't have no ties to nobody. I ain't giving birth. I ain't out here with, no more magic tricks. I ain't never had any magic tricks, but I used to be able to fondly talk to somebody off one of these things. Like I said, everybody wants to do all that more modern stuff out here. I was afraid, I kind of had it in my head. I thought, well, maybe somebody's come out there again, done one of their little tricks, but she must have just been taking her a longer walk. Sometimes she does.
I went to church.
Oh, I went to church.
Oh. Because somebody upset me up there.
But
I can't take the abuse anymore.
But I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying it's going to be a lot tougher for the next person. You ain't just going to come up in here and dump your stuff out up here and get your way right away. If you ain't got somewhere to stay stable, I mean, a car and stuff can be worked around if certain things are met. I'm not knocking you coming up here, giving us a little bit of your time. If you're somebody that don't live too far from here and you can walk home, or somebody can come get you if you don't want to walk home, but you can't be staying nights up here. No more. I done let one crack whore up here, and I'm not letting another one. I'm not saying everybody is a crack whore, but I'm saying everybody gets mentally unstable over the smallest and any little itty bittiest crap. Can be somebody's missing something. I take a lot of what happened up here almost 9 months ago, and if you cannot beat the simplest little bitty things that you either misplaced or if you, like I said, you can't replace life. You only get to live life one time. And you can't sit there and tell me you couldn't call somebody if you needed your own SSI fixed up. Who's that? We have ours. I just had to take mine. It was time for my review or whatever they call it. So I fixed mine this year. Well, all that bullshit was going on up there and around here, all that virus junk. So that same year, had all this other mess I had to put up with. Finally got it straightened out. But, seemed like everything happened last year. But they do a review every now and again. And then like I said, I think they said it was somewhere between every 5 to 7 years or something like that. Anyway, but it's not that we don't want to be, it's not that we don't want to see this happen. But, we want to do something, like I said, there is a huge part of us who wants to do something nice, wants to do something fun, wants to have you around. But if you ain't no better and you don't understand old-fashioned stuff and the way we do things, then you're not ever going to work. I mean, a fair can have fun and use some of the new technology like I'm using now. A fair can use a little bit of things, and use them in the right way and get your thoughts out here and kind of come out here and do what you need to do. But, and like I said, yeah, I just don't have it, in me to want to make us suffer anymore. It's this thing. I just thought it'd be nice, like I said, if there's somebody out there had an understanding of what we're trying to get across, which is, we're handicapped, we're tired of being, locked up in here.
I want to get away from here.
Well, I'm trying to get things. So, I understand that, but like I said, you can't have you can't have the crack whore bunch or any other bunch. Like I said, it could be over the smallest, stupidest thing in the world. Somebody misplaced their glasses, or their damn purse, or what? Or what's it gonna be the next time? You lost a damn $1. What are you gonna do? Flip out over $1? God, I swear. I have come to know that people, most of them, a good portion of them, don't know how to do the right thing and just let things alone. Most of this stuff, like I said, it just takes a simple fucking little call. We got a little over $1,100 between me and her. Here you go, hon. There you go, so she can see. We got a little over $1,100 between us. And it goes, a good portion of it, 85-90% of it goes toward bills. And we have our own payee and stuff. Yes, we don't work. Yes, we don't drink and smoke and do drugs. And even if we did, we're not going to sit here and it'd be stupid of us to beat our brains out and someone else's brains out over stupid shit like that. If we did shit like that, we would have to hold ourselves responsible. Why bring something like that up? Why, it'll help them get to know. Yeah. Well, but they might have been like me. They might not want to hear that stuff. I've never took on anybody that did shit like that. And even when I look back at all the other stuff that's been thrown our way, I scared most of the people out here away. Because Facebook, a lot of people had Facebook, and a lot of these damn people that used to come out here on this property and try to put one of these little stupid things up like they've been, like I'm supposed to just hand them respect. I'm supposed to just hand them tools and money or whatever else it was, on the phone. I'm not handing no ugly men my phone or my wife's phone or anything else. But like I said, we had an offer for a certain special lady, if there was one out here that wanted to share their stuff, wanted this offer, wanted this unicorn bestie deal, but she's gonna have to get your shit straight. I don't care to hear about it. I don't care to hear about the worst thing in the world, but if you can't take an honest response back and know how to handle it, and you're so emotionally tore up, you're going to be gone in 5 minutes. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to let the license got 2 or 3 weeks and actually got 2 chances. Well, you ain't going to get that much. If you can't do it right the first time, and you ain't going to be able to be trusted. So we got to be able to trust you. What are you saying they can't make a mistake once in a while? I'm saying if you can't reasonably compromise, sit down there and hush, put your listening ears on, and be quiet. Stop looking at your phones. Stop playing with your damn kids and tickle tanking them and everything else. As a matter of fact, if there's any kids involved, I'm going to check them good out too. Now make sure that everything is well liked. I'm not trying to disown y'all because y'all made the decisions to have kids or whatnot. That's your own fault. but you need to have your husbands and all, or your ex-husbands or whatever you want to fucking call them, have that shit done right. If for some damn reason or another he ain't fit to have them, then shut up about it. Don't talk about it. I don't even want to hear it. And to have some fun. Like we said, we like music. We like to watch TV. We like movies. We like all kinds of other things. So much out here, I can't mention all of it. And I ain't trying to shit on everybody. I ain't trying to shit on nobody's race. I ain't trying to shit on you if you go to church or whatnot. I'm just letting y'all know that we're not, we're just not going to let you up here without checking you out. I mean, if you can't pass her test, you can't pass mine for sure. Because, my voice ain't, and she's got a loud one too, and she can get loud too. But like all of us can, we want to. But no, I just gonna let everybody know that that's probably why, and almost certainly why, there won't be another one. Now, we still got the stuff over here. We still got it hanging up over here. It's not going to get messed up or nothing else. But I'm saying that it's a slim to none chance right now due to how me and her was treated almost 9 months ago and unfairly put in a situation that we should not put ourselves into. And that's what a fair gets for letting someone tell them that the only thing they've noticed was when she fucking accept one of them fuckers on Facebook and didn't hardly talk to them, didn't know them well enough to introduce them to somebody like me. Because I don't take this crap, And Farrah, like I said, Farrah's lucky he didn't wind up getting killed in his sleep or something out here. Hell, it's some wild, crazy bullshit flipping out over stuff that, like I said, can be replaced. So what if I lost the wallet? I go out there and get my own wallet. Go out there and get my own medicine. I call Roger up right now. If it's something I thought happened to my medicine or it got misplaced, hell, that's easy. Call him up. That's his sign. What's the big deal? Call him up. Ain't my responsibility. It's y'all's. Whatever. If you want a job, go out there and get one. If you got one or two kids, even if you don't have kids, if you want a job, go get one. Quit sitting around and me and my wife, I'm gonna explain this. Me and my wife don't have to work. We draw SSI. It's not our fault it's not our fault that they made these rules up as they go along. It goes toward the bills. It's not like we're abusing it. When we get our food stamps, we get what we like to get. Like I said, it's stuff we like to eat. We like practically pretty much anything country, anything most people eat. Only thing I don't eat that's probably meat-wise is probably meatloaf. That's about the only thing I won't eat. That's about the only thing I won't eat that's meat.
I don't like meatloaf.
I'll eat chicken. I'll eat steaks. I'll eat ribs. Just about any meat you can throw at.
I won't eat meatloaf.
But meatloaf, it's not one of my things. And my taco is cheese and meat only. I'll eat the seasoning on it. I don't want any special sauces. Like I said, I'll eat anything pretty much that's pasta. I don't eat anything. Me or my wife, either one, don't eat anything that has anything to do with food. As far as any kind of weird stuff, she might enjoy a small salad now and again. But Chinese food, Japanese food, and all them kinds of other foods out there, those kind of things, no. I mean, we'll eat a pizza, stuff like that, have some toppings on it, or sometimes she might just want cheese pizza. We'll get some. Occasionally, we'll eat sandwiches. have stuff like that. So like I said, let's see. Drinks wise, hot chocolate for me. I love my hot chocolate.
I was
Helps
making
helps
some.
get me water in my system. Otherwise, usually I don't drink water unless I'm really hot.
Really hot.
But milk from a cereal. Breakfast wise, I'll eat bacon now and then. I might eat an egg now and again. Try not to eat too much, breakfast stuff. Usually I'm not a big breakfast eater. I will eat, gravy and biscuit or something if cooked. But like I said, but we don't ask for money. We don't, like I said, if it's somebody out here that just had their shit together mentally, I'm not worried about what you do and don't have as much as I'm worried about where you mentally at. Cause that's what I noticed. The big thing that we took a chance on up here, if they ain't got it right mentally,
I
then
must stop showing my dogs on here too.
we're in trouble. Wow.
I'm gonna stop showing my dogs too.
No,
Yeah,
this is our video, and we ain't made one in about if you don't count them other small ones that I raised, we ain't made a good one in about 2 or 3 days. A good one. I mean, I've made a few short ones, and that's what I'm talking about. Most of the short ones I got rid of because they wasn't about this long. But we're gonna try again, make one out here, and she wants to show her dog. She can do what she wants to. This is our video. Hey, baby, this is our video. Our video. I don't care. This is our video.
But baby, it hurts when they make fun because they take me over there, and I don't want that to happen again.
Well, like I said, it's the same. It's the same people. I wasn't gonna do a video tonight, but my wife wanted to request that and I thought, well, we ain't done a good video in a while, So I mean, we, like I said, we like a little bit of everything, music wise. We like all the old 80s and 90s stuff that you pretty well throw at us when we was kids. All the TV shows, sitcom shows, and pretty much anything like that. Game shows, we like a little bit of everything. We'll shoot basketball. Like I said, there's a lot there that can be explored. And like I said, as far as what type of unicorn bestie we were looking for, somebody slim to average, body type and in 20s and 30s especially, age wise. Like I said, it's just right now, it's just one of them things where fellas gonna have to sit and look at this stuff a little bit differently, and try to understand, look at where they went wrong and make sure we cover everything else up. If there's anything that can't be, if you can't talk it out and can't compromise, there's no need in giving everything. Like I said, I would care a bit to meet them right away and talk to them for a few minutes or whatever they could spare. But one thing they ain't going to talk me into and my wife into is them staying the night. I mean, I don't care if you have to go walk home. You're going to have to earn your stuff and earn your stripes. I mean, I'm not saying we have to move like a tortoise, but I'm saying I think Feder needs to just kind of realize he does have somewhere to stay right now, and there's no need to rush, trying to see what they got going on and what they don't got. Find everything out and then go from there, and then see, if it's been some time, I mean, 'cause it, like I said, if it's close enough where they can go home and well, Derek, what if they don't have a place? Well, what if these scenario plays out they don't have anything? Well, in that case, then you don't have much choice, I guess. But if you get like that and up here, I'll just say it this way: if you get like that one we had up here, I can call the police and have them take you to the damn nut house. So if you think you're gonna be one of these snapping turtles and you're just gonna shit on everything and you're gonna be picky and you really don't want to be hugged or anything and you don't want anything done with you or you don't want to have fun with us in the way we like to have fun, then we need to know about it now and not later. We like to build, like I said, it's just, I'm just saying it now. There's nothing to really hide up in here. And what you see is what you get. I've never toot my own horn and say I'm the hottest thing out here, but I just got my hair cut a few days ago, so it makes me look a lot better, at least on the video. But, cut my wife's own hair and everything else. But I think that pretty well covers what I got to say. Because, y'all don't have to worry about the family stuff. That's all gone and all put out. If you make such a good impression on us and you come clean right away and you did things, and everything just happened to match and everything was just so, you might win us over very quickly. But I'm saying that most of what's going to have to take place, though, if it's not that simple. Like I said, everybody can screw up a little bit, but I got to see that y'all can reasonably sit down and compromise where me and her don't have to play mom and dad, have to yell and scream and holler and carry on. Like I said, we're getting too old for this, and no, we don't change with the times, like I said. So anyway, she want to make her own stuff, and if she wants to put her dolls out here, it's what we'll do. Whatever she wants to do. But I've talked for almost 30 minutes. I'm going to let her take her turn and however long she wants to go. There you are, hon.
I'm really, really hurt right now because I feel like I'm always in the way of everybody. I had a lady off the internet saying that I was in the way. She said the only way that she would come is if I was out of the way. She said I don't deserve to be married and stuff. And it really hurts. That's why I went to church, because I couldn't take no more. I couldn't take the meetings. I couldn't take the middle abuse. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being name called. I'm tired of people asking for cards and money. You guys don't understand being in my shoes, being handicapped. No family or friends. I can't take it no more. I don't want guys in my life. I don't. The only man I got is my husband. The only thing I got is him and my dogs. And like I was telling him that I just want a female that is single, not married, not have kids. I want to get out of this place. I don't like it here. I don't like the kid. I don't like anybody around here hardly. Everybody hates me. They push me away every time I got something run. And it hurts. Because I feel like I've done something I didn't. I feel like I'm being punished. I feel like I'm being hated. Because I don't have jobs like y'all females out there that has jobs. I'm not any different. I am 34 years old. I can't take it no more. Like my husband said, I can't take no more. He can't take no more. We just would be happy again. That's what I want too. I can't. I pushed my family for you. I pushed my own friends away because I couldn't take no more. It was drama. I haven't even talked to my old friends over a year now. It's been almost 2 years. Because they're mad at me because I left because I wouldn't put with their drama anymore. They're mad at me because I won't take it. They said we all need to get along, but how can we when they first started? Or, because I used to work. I didn't have nobody at my work that I was friends with. Yeah, I made a couple of friends that I worked with, and then they turned around and stabbed me in the back. They went on drugs. They drank. They went their own lives. I let them because I want them to be happy wherever they went to go. They didn't have to be in my life. They didn't have to be up my ass. I've been through so much family issues. It's not even funny. You guys don't understand. My own mother, Decatur, gave me up to my dad 3 years ago because she didn't want to take care of me anymore. That's not no mother. She shouldn't have had me if she didn't want to take care of me. I don't think she'd tell my dad, no. My own father's in prison. My uncle's in prison. My stepbrother's in prison. I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to change my life. Yeah, I drank a little bit in Springfield. I drank a little bit because I couldn't take the pain anymore. But I realized for my own safety that it wasn't healthy for me. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to change my life around, go to work, get out of the house, do something fun. That's what my husband said, that was a long time ago. I gotta put my past behind me and move on. That's why I'm out here trying to find a unicorn bestie because I won't be left like I was when I was with my family. I would be loved again. I don't want to be hated no more. The only person that loves me is my husband. And he understands where I'm coming from. He listens to me. Nobody else will listen to me. I ain't crying because I feel this way. I went to counseling, but it don't work for me.
No, because everybody's bad off.
They don't understand. They're new people there. They don't understand what the hell I've been through. I didn't want to be on a Hawaii medicine because it made me sleepy all the time. It made me have headaches, migraines. It made me feel funny. Then my old mother puts me in the mental hospital because she lied on me. She said she didn't want me around because she said her husband's always coming for her kids. That hurts. Mom, if you're out here watching
Oh, they ain't watching.
YouTube, I really hate you right now. You don't know how much I hate you. I don't understand why you females always text me, only me, when my husband is texting you too on the websites and asking me, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Why does he treat me this way? Well, I'm wondering why he treats you like crap because you treat him like crap. You asking him for money. He's tired of it. He's told me tonight he is tired of it. You guys got jobs. You guys got cars. Get off your lazy ass and come on your own. Get those smartphones out of your ass. Grow up. You're an adult now. You need to grow up. This ain't the 100 years ago. This is the 80s and the 90s, you know? And I'm tired of hearing, oh, this is 2001. Bull crap.
2020.
Oh, yeah, 2021. I'm tired of hearing this freaking bullshit excuses from y'all. Saying, oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. Go get a bank account. I want you guys go get a bank account. And open your own damn bank account if you want to put money in it. I'm not responsible for that bullshit. And I'm going to get down straight with it. I'm tired of you guys asking me, oh, go do this for a bank account. Go put a picture on the link. Fuck the goddamn links. I told y'all. I do not get links on my goddamn phone. You guys are going to have to understand. Stop asking for ID. Stop asking for Social Security. That's none of your guys' fucking ass business. If you come to my door, I'll show you that info. You can see me to your own fucking eyes. Stop asking for that fucking shit. That's what pisses me off. Do you understand why I'm getting that right now? I'm trying to put it through your fucking skulls. Learn. Or go back to school. Go to college. Learn something. Stop acting like a fucking 2-year-old. You're not in kindergarten. You're not in first grade. Grow up. Females, come on. We are beautiful. We are smart. We are talented. So are men. But goddamn, I don't need another man in my life. I got the one I wanted. God sent him to me. And I praise him for that because no other man wanted me because of my family. Because the family pushed them away, scared them. And I understand that because they told me. But the man that I got right here stood his ground like he always goes by. He goes by Tom Petty's song. He never backs down. He said they're not going to scare him off. He's been with me through my ups, my downs, my sorrows. He's been there. He opened up his arms when we first dated. He took me in that nobody else would have done. And I love my husband for that. He's the only man that I will be with for the rest of my life. I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired of how I've been treated. Please, females, if you are watching this video, see how I feel. How hurt I am. I just want to hug you guys and kiss you and tell you how much I love you and how much I treasure you. I was for you half the day. I'll go to the park with you, go swing. I'll go play basketball with you. I'll color, I'll sing, I'll do anything. Just please be in my life. Don't push me away. Please. I'm begging you. Well, I went to church because I felt like I was beat down. I asked God, what have I done wrong? And you know what? He told me when I went to prayer that I didn't do anything wrong. He said he was very proud of me for what I'm doing. He answered me when I went in prayer. I only have him and my husband and my baby dolls. That's what keeps me going every day. I know I said I ain't been over there at church in a year, but I had to get things off my chest. Because it hurts. I can't keep building my sorrows up in my chest anymore. I had to let it out. Well, like an old counselor Crystal said, you can get things off your chest if it's building up. But I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to give it back to my husband now because I'm getting too upset. But there you go, honey.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Like I said, you can go on if you want to for a minute. Yeah, well, like I said, I don't know. Yeah, I think God done his things on purpose, put these damn people out here that nobody can't handle. I mean, you can look at it the way you want to look at it, but no, I can answer. I can answer it real clearly too. There ain't nobody done nothing, not me or her. it's either we get somebody that don't want to do anything or whatever. Like I said, if you had two or three people you knew or something, and they were family, or if it was just somebody close and they're by you, and they wanted to meet us too, or something like that, and it was something that's easy. Like I said, it just depends on what how you say something and how you take something when we're talking back to you, and how you take it and the way you want to take it is how easy it's going to be or how tough it's going to be. And if you want to go the hard way route, like most of them have, then then of course you're not going to wind up no better off. As a matter of fact, like I've already stated earlier, it'd just be done and over with. Because I'm not giving second or third chances. I believe affairs, when they have a problem, they can come to compromise and they can sit down there and reasonably talk about it. And once we talk about it, hush, put it away. I mean, we don't mind to hear about things and everything that we say, but I just think sometimes, and I think about, I'm not going to go in here and say long prayer or anything like that. It's already, like I said, there's enough videos out here to kill a dead man with this subject. I'm also giving an opportunity while we're talking and giving people time to chat. We don't have the premium membership, so there's probably a lot of people that's not getting to see the video. But our buddy on here. My wife, she's taking a shower, but she'll be on here in a little bit. Hopefully, he can stay out for a little while. But no, it's just been hard on us because, we want to do so much, and we want to do something really nice and special. We trying to respond to our buddy here, but we unfortunately, you know, don't really get on here too much, or at least not in the last little while. We've tried everything, um, but yeah, we not been well since September 30th. And I know we had that one night where we went 3 hours, but no, we've just we've practically given up. On just trying to offer anything to anybody. I don't want to be out here and ask, like for help or anything, or that like somebody has to. But yeah, it'd just be nice if somebody put themselves in our shoes. And like I said, we may sound a little harsh, and we may sound, uh, like we're too much to handle. But this would mean a lot to us if we could somehow find a way out of this miserable hole that we've gotten stuck in, and they're just, everybody out here, unfortunately, like I said, pretty much that I know of anyway, has gotten, to where they've been either not uh, built the right way to, mentally on the inside. Outside stuff looks pretty good, and like I said on a lady, but mentally is where the problems usually start flaring up. Like I said, if my buddy watches this video back, my wife's practically crying because she wants to see this happen, and I do too. It's just I don't know. We can't, like I say, we can't just move you up in here. We'd either have to find us a place to go if you didn't have one. We'd have to call around, see what was available. But no, Dylan's about it. That's about all we got. He's so busy and everything right now that he hasn't, been able to, I guess, talk to us like he said. And then I understand he works, and he's probably got enough to entertain him during his, days off, and days that he don't have off. He's working, so you know. Unfortunately, me and my wife just got stuck in the ruts, between our families treating us bad. And like I said, some people said, well, you need to get with the times. You need to get with this new technology. Well, it's about as close as me and my wife's going to get. And I'm hopeful that, someday somebody will come along. I hope anyway. Um, but I mean, we're just simple people. We're not saying we don't want to work, but at the same time, we're just biding our time until it feels right, until there's something that comes along we can be assured that we can hold down, and that, the person over it knows that they want me or my wife or both of us to have something nice like that on the side. Like I said, I do side job work, but I wouldn't do much of anything else. But, most time, me and my wife gets on here and puts out 50 minutes, an hour, 2 hour videos sometimes, a couple times 3 hours, So I'm gonna actually put this in our chat playlist, since our buddy did chat with us a little bit. But we don't get very much, so I'm sure if he had any ideas or knew of anything, I'm sure he understands us enough to where he would, wouldn't be afraid to throw us out there. And I wouldn't hold it against him. I know he would know that they were right and that there was somebody, like if he watched this video back. I know. Like I said, he's probably got things he's got to do right now. Um, but and I hope he's doing good too. and hope that he, uh, and I think he's still doing the fire. I'm not sure. No, he works for them. Oh, yeah, I was just trying to respond to. Uh, about that, we like I said, Mike's telling him we've tried several sites, even tried some that's not popular with crowd. We've had Facebook. We've had people that have either had kids up their butts, family they'd rather be spending time with, um, something. My wife had got on her earlier, was talking about how, a lot of these people on these sites, they want to say they want to send money and they want to do things. I was hoping somebody would know of somebody, just somebody special, we could get along with. It was easy and understood that we're old fashioned. We don't just give out our money and for people's gas and all that stuff. There's like I said, there's a lot to go into. Um, but like I said, we were hoping to find somebody that was in their 20s and 30s at least, and that liked sports and maybe was somewhere between slim to average body type. Uh, was kind of like a person that understood us. Didn't take advantage of us, and not saying he knows anybody. Our buddy's just he's a busy guy, but it's tough being in our shoes, and it's like I said, it's a long story. My wife was trying to explain, her family scared a bunch of the people off that she used to date. I'm just the one that won't back down, and I won't, I wasn't going to be deterred by them, and I stood my ground with them because what they mistreated her. We got to this point where both of our families was doing that, and they were wanting to go out there and do their own things, and we wasn't getting any piece of the pie or anything. We just basically having to put up anytime. The only time anybody wanted something to do with somebody in our families is the only time they come to us is when somebody died or was in a hospital or or something. So we go out to the stores. Like I said, and around here it's big. It's the same old people, and it's just it's a tough thing. Yeah, me. Unfortunately, try not to tear up too much, but unfortunately, like eHarmony, um, most of them sites, they don't have the you know Facebook and Twitter and all them other ones. They're too bug eyed. They're too they got people that can report you for just any little thing, and anybody comments on anything, and all this stuff. We had a Facebook for almost 5 years, and we tried multiple things. Um, I mean, we sit here day and night till our brains are about beat out. You know, everybody out here in the local area just doesn't cut the mustard. Closest thing that we got is email and Gmail and all that stuff, and I don't know how to tell this to my buddy. Like I said, um, most of this stuff, you know, I don't like me and my wife. We might get along with if there's a female couple thing or something, but man and woman couples don't work. I've tried that. I've had it at my work where somebody offered to do something and it's just not possible. Like I said, we have limited time or more time, but limited money. Limited money, and people have to drive us around, and we don't drive. Um, I don't know what it's going to take. Uh, I know this guy travels and works, and it's not like I expect him to know anybody, but or to want to help anybody like us. But it's just the same old routine. It's like eat, sleep, get up. There's nothing to live for. There ain't nothing to really do. For me and my wife, we just that's why she went there to take her share because it kind of helps her, to go in there and kind of calm down. But we've tried everything. Like I said, there's a lot of them popular sites. We've tried everything from a sex site to just regular sites that you hear of like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We've tried everything. I've tried the ones I used to get on Space, MySpace. Um, I've tried chat. I've tried one. I've tried a couple chat lines, and them things don't work. Tried the phone chat things. had one out here that had a local number, and it's just a bunch of people too far out to, away from. We've resorted to everything. We've tried everything that we could think of, and as far as I know, uh, we just like I said, we got all the time in the world, and but my wife and I hate having to be in this sort of situation in this place. Yeah, I told her, I said, maybe if I'm dead and gone, maybe she'll find her a couple of people, that one of these days, if I kick a bucket, she can find her something that might be something she can tap into. I don't know. I, I just know usually I end up running people away from how I think to how things should go. I don't know what to do. uh, yeah, like I said, we got a Gmail. It's got that Hangout Bull on it, and these people wants to email and do all this cyber junk. But I was used to, with just how it was, about 12 years ago. I used to I could put my number out there and have some people in our local area, and then they would find a way over here one time. And this is before I met my wife, but there used to be some that would come up and actually drive up and take the chance to get to know you and meet you. But that with all this new crap, with all the apps and all the stuff, see, me and her have a regular phone like this. We have regular phones that don't have internet. It's just a simple call and text deal, and we don't do all that modern stuff. But I'm trying, and I didn't know, that we were going to have what we had, you know, happen with this guy. It's like I said, I don't expect him or anybody else to be able to help us, but it's a lot, when you're like we are, you never know. One of these computers could tear up at any time. Uh, anything could happen, and it could just, our way of getting out could be the last time we get out. A lot of people's against us. We have a lot of people that's, had one up here. Like I said, she's had her freaking kids up here all the time. She never had everything right. 9 months ago, like I said, I've put it out here before. My wife was going up there to see a friend of hers at the time, and he picked this woman up off the side of the road due to the fact that she looked good and had a nice butt on her, I reckon, and some nice, you know, breast or something. Because obviously, I mean, he wouldn't have picked her up if she didn't look as good as she did. But you know, found out she's used to be into drugs, used to hang around some weird ass people. Yet her mom and dad were the nicest people we ever met, and we almost lost her place up here because they didn't have nothing. The only thing she had was freaking food stamps to her name, and we ended up almost got into it. My wife was trying to do a nice deed and help her out, and we just didn't know a lot, and it was one of them rush jobs. It was real late at night, and I didn't know our landlord up here was going to be such a an old prick about it, but she won't let us have anybody up here. So like I said, it had to be somebody that knew that they had a place and wanted to have us a place and wanted us to come with them. Uh, you know, I, it's a long story, but me and my wife have realized I've tried jobs. I've tried working out here at Hardee's. I've tried, stuff like that. Like I said, I'd have people coming up to me and my wife. Oh yeah, Derek, I want you to be my friend and all that stuff. And yet they got to go home. They got to work. They got kids to go home to. They got a man to go home to. We was just trying to find somebody that we thought would enjoy our company and that we could reasonably see ourselves, uh, not having to go through any stuff, like for example, not having to take and go through an adoption thing or whatever. Just somebody that already had something that you know. Like I said, we like to do all kinds of stuff, and we like to, every now and again, my wife and I will make out. Me and my wife might cuddle. Me and my wife might hug or kiss every now and then. But like I said, you just can't. Like I said last time, I felt like we were just being run through the ringer just because we didn't see things the way she did, and she wanted to play tickle tank with her kids, and oh, they're her kids, I know, but they should be seeing daddy, and they should be, we shouldn't have to put up with that constantly 24/7. Most of the time that one was up here, that woman bored us to death. I wish I still had some pictures at least I could put out here, but I don't. But like I said, she looked good on the outside, but herself wasn't mentally right. I mean, she was flipping out over some damn medicine stuff, and she's in here tearing up Jack. I told her, I said, if you'll just let it come back to you, you'll find it. About 5 minutes later, after she finally calmed down, she finally found it. But she's just mentally a wreck, she's just not, that Susan when we had up here. And like I said, it was that apartments right up here above us, but no, we would have never known she's up here had we not. My wife had not went up there, seen her buddy at the time. Now he's gone, but we've just had a lot of issues with people, and it would take a lot of extra thought and process behind. I'd probably have to thoroughly check them out. I couldn't just, let them come up in here and run me and my wife over anymore. She can't take it, and I can't either. I'm getting too old for this stuff. You know, the old ways always worked. I liked it when we had nothing but a payphone. I liked it when we didn't have nothing but these basic cell phones with basic plans. We've got people out here abusing us, telling us we ought to be doing this or doing that, get with it, get with the old times. But no, I mean, all that is he's coming up with. I mean, we've pretty well tried them all, and everybody else up here is just, we had like several of these people that obviously comes out and says certain things, but they want to come up here and try to run the show, try to have, some kind of control over you, and they want you to just sit there and be quiet and shut up, not say nothing. You know, they don't want you to talk to their kids. That's why I said the perfect scenario for me and my wife would be if they didn't have any kids. They didn't have nothing, they just, they knew they wanted something like this. That'd be one thing. If they could make it as easy as possible. Like I said, I know there'll be times where Frere has a small misunderstanding, but what we went through up here was nothing that we wanted to have happen. We didn't want this uh, sort of scenario going down. So, it's just something that, like I said, whether anybody, uh, and I can understand nobody was here but me and my wife, but it was a train wreck. I had to call the police up here, had to have, things done that was, I didn't want to do it, but she's just in such a rage because I told this Susan, I said, look, I just don't think you're going to work, you know. For like I said today, the in question, she basically came up with wanting to go over there and talk about her kids stuff to her former man supposedly, which her dad, I called him after she left or whatever, and I told him, I said, was what was going on and everything, and he apologized and everything. I've seen him once or twice since then, but she just, she just didn't go for a walk and didn't go and call him or text him on the phone. She wanted to go over there, and I said, "Well, you want to go over for it? Have sex with him? What's the reason you have to go over there and talk to him for when you should be, uh, he's the one that had a job. She didn't have a job. She had these two kids and didn't even have anything for them. Like I said, she's about as worthless as Well, me and my wife's got $1,100 to our name. It goes toward the bills. It goes towards everything that we have. Cable TV. I pay for our cell phones with our weekly money and everything. Like I said, we have a payee of our own. But like I said, if there's nobody out here, there's nobody out here. Unfortunately, uh, I don't expect anybody to feel bad for us or feel sorry for us, but we can't help how we was brought into the world and how we've been treated. And we just thought we got a nice little ring and stuff over here. Our buddy's on there.
Oh.
I think she's gonna try to. But I'll keep talking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know I'm reading his
Oh.
thing.
She's gonna read it. But no, there's nothing in the modern world that's gonna help me or my wife. Unfortunately, we've tried. She's tried. She tried like 2 or 3 different things for me one day, and all this stuff that you never heard of, like let's see, one of some of them fuck.com. We've tried everything though. Like I said, Facebook, Twitter.
Ew.
Tried pretty well. I tried Instagram, tried to looking that up. That's all. It's like I said, it's all hogwash. It's like I said, it's a lot of things. We tried this like 2 or 3. We tried this about almost 4 years ago with some lady. She didn't do what she's supposed to do on her end of the deal. It's black lady we knew. Like I said, we're not trying to be too picky, but at the same time, it just has to be somebody that
He's
knew.
giving you a website to go on.
Oh,
It's called Meagle Webcam.
Well, like I said, stuff. All they want to do is get on there and they want to chat on there. They don't want to. They don't want to do any. They don't want to do any talk on the phone. They don't want you. They don't even. They have a lot of this text mail,
There he
and
is.
they have I never heard of fucking text mail. And a lot of these people, they just get moody and they gripe and they complain and they groan and they just everything that you could think of. But me and my wife have just lost about all the faith in the world.
I'm just ready to give up it.
I mean, we've got stuff sitting over here. We paid $700 for a ring. We've paid
I don't know. I
And
could have bought me another computer.
and had. Well, we could have bought another computer. We had enough money. I kept going back and forth. Like I said, I put some toward our phone bill for
Yeah,
about 2
because we
months.
need it.
Yeah, about 2 months worth.
Yeah.
And or about 3 months worth.
Yeah, 3 months worth.
Yeah. So, but like I said, it just depends on. It just depends on whether or not anybody knows of anybody or anybody's willing to just, kind of think of anybody or pitch anything out. Because we're running out of ideas, and it's like I said, we got Gmail on stuff, but me and my wife just don't want to really be out here in trying to do all this, And it's like I said, it's like it may be if like I was telling her, and I know she didn't like hearing it, but I'm sure if I wasn't here, I'm sure there'd be all kinds of people up at her door and shit. But it's all the main ones that already they didn't want to come down here. This bunch that knew this freaking crack whore up here.
He stopped texting me.
Oh, he's
Oh, there goes.
he's on there. But it's just it's nothing against people have issues, people have problems, but you got to take responsibility for them and you got to fix yourself.
His birthday was
If you
a few
can't.
days ago.
Oh, okay.
Tell him happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday, buddy. But like I was saying, they got to take responsibility, and they've got to understand that if they don't take responsibility, because we didn't ask her or anyone else to bring that up. I was thinking everything was going to be fine. And my wife said, "Oh, Derek, here's your Valentine's present." And I was like, "Okay." She slept for 2 days. And like third day, she started acting up. Like I said, first thing I noticed was when she had misplaced one of her medicines. Then one time she's going on about somebody being kidnapped or raped or whatever. And then I was just at one horror story after another. It's like watching one of them damn talk shows, like Maury or something, or Steve Wilkos. And she's,
I'm sorry, I got upset.
and, it's fine. But it's like I said, Farrah just don't know how much more he can take. And I know, like I said, me and her got a disability as it is. And,
That's the only way I could get off
we've
my
got a
chest.
learning disability. And I'm not responsible for having anybody. I've never had any kids. And I've not really ever, I don't hate kids. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate them. But some of them don't like me. Some of them don't like my attitude. Some don't like, just like a lot of adults don't like my attitude. But I was raised a certain way that you didn't back down, and my mama raised me up to be the way I was. And one time a teacher came out, and I don't remember this incident, but real well. But she had told me, so one of them said, "You ain't gonna bust his butt when he gets home, or you ain't gonna do this, or that." And she said, "No, if he was defending himself." I'm not, and I don't remember what I did to him, but I remember she had to be called and came up there. Probably when I was at Wallace A. Smith or something, because I don't remember. It might, and it could very well have been when I was up here, because we lived up here for a good while with my papa's property there when my mom was married to my dad for a good while. But like I said, I learned a lot of stuff and I'm thankful I'm not raised in this era of these days with the virus and all that other bullshit that's going on. and all the excuses with that, and everybody how they look at politics and religion and all that other stuff too. But like I said, I got told that I should just shut up, not talk, be a mute. So there's a lot of disrespect being shown here, and I can deal with anything, but one thing I can't deal with is when people start back talking and then start being ugly, and then I have to get right back with them because I'm not gonna let them. Whether it's up to them, whether it's word of mouth or whether they sometimes a rare occasion. Sometimes I've been pushed to have to do something physically, and I don't like to have to do that. It would take somebody. I don't know if it'd be a special needs person or if it'd be somebody that worked in a field with special needs people, like a nurse. Or my wife tried that. She found one or two out here. She found one the other day. She said, "Oh, there's another one out here, Derek, at the was at the pig the other day, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she's telling me about somebody that she helped out there with groceries, and said she had, I don't know, said something about red hair or something,
Yeah, Andrew's a
but
redhead.
but said that. I said, "What did you say anything to her?" Well, yeah, I said a little bit, but she didn't act like she's too interested. And I said, "Well." But yeah, we had an instance where a couple times we kind of somebody tells us about their stuff, and you get talking to them, and you find out either they got somebody or something's already in the works, or like at the family died.
He said, "Thanks, Jessica. Hope
Yeah.
you're doing okay."
She's doing pretty good, but when we're trying to make it, it's just hard. Like I said, maybe if some of these people, like was Dylan here, just knew some people, maybe he could show them some of our videos, or
Yeah. I'll ask him to.
maybe he could fork somebody over this way that might be a help. If not one of them, but maybe somebody that's on our level. They don't have to be, like I said, they don't have to have a car necessarily, and they don't have to have, money's not really an issue. It's just that there would have to be some way to find them a place, and all of us a place, and everything else. And like I said, it just had to be somebody like that, but. Because like I said, well, there's a lot of fun stuff we like to do, and a lot of things that we would obviously. You can type him,
101's my buddy too. I'll let some of my friends know. I don't know anyone in Tennessee. I'm from Ohio.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't expect him to. I don't expect him. Well, because again,
Okay.
It's just probably not meant to be. I came up with this 4 years ago, and
He thinks I'm mad at him.
No, he doesn't think you're mad at him. He was trying to help, and like I said, I appreciate it, but
He's gonna talk to his friend Wendell.
the
That's a
internet's not the place to go, and I'm sorry to say it, but at one time I used to think it was
She's on his list.
pretty good. But it's something that my wife and I would have to really know was legit, and what one of these people trying to play you for a minute and then going again in 5-10 minutes, because like I said, we like wrestling, we like old boxing. I know our buddy knows this, and different things like that. But like I said, we just can't afford. We can't afford to pay these like eHarmony and all them other sites. Even all them like I've named off earlier, they require some type of money or some type of coins, and you have to go out there and have to put this and that on. I've done everything, sung some songs on here, put some.
He said, not sure if I can find you a Bessie, but I'm sure people would love that what you guys have to say.
Well, he might enjoy it, but not too many people. Not too many
Not at
people.
all.
Not too many people. Well, you can write. You can write as long as you want. Go ahead. Do what you want. I keep talking, but no. He might like what we're saying, and he might understand us. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the few people that's come up out of nowhere, and out of that pig, or a feller's seen him a few times at the fair, and he's kind of, because I'm getting to where I'm now 37 years old. My wife's 34. She's a little bit younger than me. But it's getting old. People, me and her, as bad as like I said, with our families and stuff, don't want us to really have anything. Don't want us to enjoy life. They don't want us to go out there and go to a fair. They don't want us to go out there and at least just do something simple and go to the zoo. I told my wife, I said, used to when I was a little kid, I got to go out and do all kinds of fun stuff, go all these places. Went to airplane shows, wrestling shows, went to the malls. I've been to the Goonie Golf. There was a Goonie Golf place in Cleveland, and my dad and I and my brother used to have all types of fun. And go shopping, and like I said, like all kinds of music, classic rock, country, and all kinds of stuff. But we like stuff from our era. We like the old TV shows like Bill Cosby and Family Matters and all them that used to be on TV. We're not really up to this. We watched AEW today, watched all the episodes of it. But I don't watch a lot of the WWE stuff anymore. I don't watch a lot of the wrestling, but every now and again I watch AEW once and stuff. But yeah, she and I both have. And this is what we do mainly, just about every day, trying to think of something, and my brain is about as warped as hers is. And our channel gets a lot of dislikes sometimes. Well, not a lot, but a couple of times there have been some people's not like what we've said, But it, like I said, it just depends on the people and the person that maybe it's a guy here, he sees what we're saying and what we're going through, and he might be able to visualize and understand it. That's why I say, a lot of times I can think ahead and be, somebody can be talking to me and I can think ahead and kind of know where you're going if you just give me clues. And that's what a lot of people don't like, but then I'll have the person that, like I said in question, that was up here, that we had to throw out, she'd come back within 15, 20 minutes, whatever it be, and say, oh, yeah, you're right. I need to do this. I need to do that. When you have to tell a 30-year-old person, now probably 31, when you have to tell somebody that old that you need to be doing this, need to be doing that, they're bad off. But yeah, we would like to show our good side. And like I said, we've got a whole thing of stuff over here. It's not a whole lot. It's just thank you gifts and things. But yeah, I my wife, she said here today, so Derek, what are we going to do? How are we going to, what am I going to do with that ring we bought this person? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't have an answer. And we hate that we've been mistreated and everything, and that we've went through all that, but there might be a reason. And she said, like tonight, she went back to church and first time in about 2 months.
Yeah.
Somebody played her over at the church.
Yeah, and they ain't been back.
And they supposedly they worked in Cleveland. Came all this way to hear all that bullshit up here at the church. Stopped and get her all excited. She come home and told me about them. They didn't give their number out. didn't do a thing. But they made sure they did what what I call a crack whore crowd up here. But there'd be people out there that booty shorts and everything else, and they'd come up to my wife, and she come in here and tell me. Of course, she tells me everything. I'm her husband, but
I
I
don't
say-
hide
and I
things
say-
from you.
and I say, where the fuck are they at? She said, oh, they went home. I said, they went home. Well, they couldn't spare 5 minutes.
It was dark. Too.
I said, well, my God. I said, it doesn't matter if it's dark or what. I said, and they can't walk their little ass up here, up this driveway. I mean, I can't hardly get up and get down it because the way I walk and everything, I try to take Seth. Our driveway's got some ruts in it and stuff, but it's still drivable. It's just I have a hard time walking down it, and she has to get over there in the grass over in this area to be able to walk down it herself.
Yeah.
I always try to tell her to walk slow and not go too far out. But
Plus, I
yeah,
went for a long walk trying to clear my head.
well, that's
something I
nice.
can do.
Yeah,
It's been better than explode.
yeah, I know, baby.
It's the only thing I can
Yeah.
do not to lose my temper.
Here, put some of your dolls and stuff. Hey, get some of your dolls, lad. Come on, let's make a good video. We're gonna put a few of these out here.
I'm just gonna put children on.
Okay, who's going? Oh, look here. Here's Gracie. Say hi, Gracie. And her dog Spot. And let's see. And there's another one.
Dorothy.
Like I said, and again, if somebody had this kind of stuff in common with her, it'd help.
So you can see her better.
Yeah.
See her.
Like I say, we've she's got stuff like that. And she's just can't really find nobody that likes her stuff. She watches her Lifetime. She watches her Lifetime movies.
Sometimes. All the time.
And although we try to do our best not to. Oh, our big bait. I hear that fix her hair. Hold on. There we go. Here's our big baby, Catherine.
Catherine.
Say hello.
Say hi.
Hi. Say hello. But like I said, if somebody like that for stuff and understood it, she didn't have it when, like I said, when we first moved up here. So we just kind of put ourselves, to realize, maybe there's not much people out here that does that anymore. We have that Hazel up there, the pig, but she's kin to us. She's in her 60s or 70s, but she helps us out and takes us, helps us. She drives us home from the store if we're down there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. I mean, like I said, we've had a few people when we used to walk down the road before our driveway got too bad. Before I tore my other shoes up, trying to save these.
Yeah.
But that's all I got right now.
I'm going to get you some tomorrow.
But we're just trying to do things, different, and trying to see about, she came up with tonight. She wanted to kind of come out here and do something. So we really thought, well, why not, And so I thought we'd try it. But, it'd be somebody that was really nice and had a lot of their time that we could, I'm not saying that they can't have nobody around them. I'm just saying, like, and like I said, family is usually, well, the last one's family was all right. But like I say, and the friend stuff, if they had any friends, they better be good ones, because like I said, that I can be judgmental easily, I think everybody judges anybody on some things. You know, it just depends on who you get. Like I said, if somebody said, "Well, I never judged anybody on anything," you know, you'd be lying about it because obviously it doesn't matter if it's the color of your hair. It doesn't matter if it's the car you drive.
I think you went to sleep.
Oh, well, somebody's watching. They still on one up there.
Oh,
But he's probably the one watching. But yeah, like I said, it's just that there's a lot of things in our way we were raised in our era. We were a certain way, and we didn't want this technology to get out of hand and be this way. This was not called for. All this new crap. It may be, like I said, there's some good points. You know, it is helpful in some ways, but in other ways it's not because a lot of this stuff asks for cards and money. And all these people, you know, that do have a job, they're hundreds of miles away, or sometimes even thousands of miles away, and it's just too much. Especially when you got people watch the news and are worried about the news and about what the president's doing and all that. I'm lucky if I watch the weather. And,
oh, I'm here. Okay, I was just
Yeah.
checking.
well, like I said, we liked our buddy. You know, it gives us somebody at least to talk to, and you know, if there's any good thing to remember, you know, is that sometimes even though we're not the manly type people. You know, I used to always have guy friends at school, and they used to always think I had a problem with me because I wouldn't go around the girls or wouldn't socialize with the girls. And I said, well, it's because I gotta go home. I gotta got grandparents I live with, and the last thing I want to do is put something on somebody that and have something, because I was enjoying being a kid, going out there, getting dirty, playing ball at home, running. I probably weighed the most I've weighed in probably, oh God, 15 years now. I weigh a little over 200 pounds, so I'm getting, I was, the lowest weight I've ever weighed was about 160.
I tell him thank you for being a great friend.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, he probably understands a lot of this stuff. He probably feels, he probably actually really does feel bad for us. He probably didn't realize we had this much hard time. But like I said, used to what I use my Facebook for. My wife, if he doesn't remember, my wife, she didn't have a Facebook when she first met me. She went to one of these little things up there in Knoxville. It's supposed to be for people like her that went to Hiawassee and places like that, counseling place. And they had just started, and when the woman, whatever her name was, what was her name, Nancy?
Yeah.
Or
No, Velvet.
no.
What?
No.
What one's
that
on
one
wrong?
that come down here.
Sassy.
No.
Oh God.
Ginger.
Ginger, god dang. She's
But
dead now.
That dang woman's like, well, you ought to make a Facebook. You ought to go out there and
She's dead now.
and tell my wife all this mess. And so she goes and does that. First thing she goes for is these people, like I said, no howling around, all them other
Those
places.
were my friends at the time.
And so she went out there and tried them. Of course, they didn't work because they're hundreds of miles away or so.
And they're jackasses.
So anyway,
Some of them.
but no, it's just like I said, and then she tried the other families, and then it's just a bunch of mess.
They back turned on me.
But I'm trying to think, honey, sweetheart. But no, it's just and like I said, I used to just use my Facebook for commenting on the Braves or the wrestling or something like that, and I'd make people mad at me for comments I put out there. Sometimes I'm an honest open book, so you know, as nice as I can seem to be, I can be. I got a short fuse for people that don't agree with certain things the way I was raised, you know. So I try to, if I can't put up with them, like I did the last one. A lot of times I go in the bathroom and find me something to do. But like I told my wife, I said, when a woman bores me, something's up.
I don't bore you, do I?
Oh no,
Do I bore you?
no, sweetheart. I talk about you know who.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you meant all girls.
no,
Me.
no. But no, we've. What is it? But yeah, I mean, he gives us something to do. We gotta come out here and every now and again try to do a chat video and try to make some use out of it. Like I said, we've sung some songs, or I have a few times, and she has, I know, some. Uh, but I just don't really know what else to uh, put out there. Everybody's not gonna like what they hear, what they see, because they think you're using them too. A lot of these has come off these internet sites. They think you're just going to use them or something, and they're not going to get paid back or whatever, and that's not true. But well, like I said, we've paid our debt. We've worked a lot of the times that we've tried to work. I know at least on my end, it seemed like every time I worked, I got laid off for no reason. First time was Sonic, I got laid off because of dang.
Very cute.
Because of they didn't want to pay me this measly $90 or whatever it was. They could come out there and told me, said, hey, um, you know, they could have told me that, that they didn't want to pay me that much and could pay me much less. I would have still worked there. I was getting all kinds of good tips and stuff like that. So then I lost that job because of that. And then this last job I had got laid off because of the virus. And then my wife was promised to have a job of her own up there at Hardee's, and then they did her wrong on that. And the co-worker upset her and upset me. And I was accused of being a horrible worker and a nuisance to everybody up there. And I said, oh, for God's sake, I've been up there almost 5 years. If I was any of that, I wouldn't have lasted that long. The one that originally hired me, she was, having some health issues and she had to go home and stuff. So, I still see her from time to time, but no, I've talked myself out of ever working again unless it's just something on the side or some kind of side job or something.
He stopped watching.
Huh?
He stopped watching.
Oh, it might not be him. Maybe somebody else. I don't know. Or he may just be he might be watching doing something. I don't know how it works, but he don't have to be on there on that.
Oh, we don't.
No, he can put a like if he wants it, or whatever. But no, we enjoyed, like I said, coming out and making a good video, and we made one 4, 5, 6 months ago, whatever it was, back when we first got this computer. No, you heard me. You put a like on it. But no, I mean, it takes somebody that really understands this, and understands that, like I said, it's called we don't drive or we don't drink, we don't party, we don't smoke, do any drugs. We're like a straight edge type people, and it just takes somebody that's willing to, be able to, be smooth and easy, with us. You understand that? No, we don't hate men necessarily. It's just, for what we were trying to get to and look for, I thought, having just somebody that didn't have nothing would be a lot easier than couples or, I mean, I like this, I like Dylan here because, he's one of those few that, it's like a Hazel, they see you out and about and they can actually come up and just, start talking about anything and pretty much you can sit there and keep going.
He heard you for a lot.
Yeah. But
he's a good listener.
well, like I said, that's why it didn't work the last time. Nobody was listening. They didn't have their ears on. So I just either I had to do the only thing that I knew to do, and that was, get rid of the problem because we'd need a place to go, obviously. Like I said, we got some stuff packed up and ready to go, and stuff like that. But she and I both got quite a bit, clothes wise and things of that nature. She's got her dolls and stuff. My man, somebody had the time, had the room, and didn't have anything else really that would get in the way. I know we could make it work. And, that's just something that it'd have to be something that somebody understood and that, probably watched this video here or one of our videos. And there are sometimes, like I said, when somebody does something like at the doctor's offices or something like that, sometimes we turn up the volume a little bit. Well, at least, sometimes she will. But that's with everybody, and some people have disliked a video like that or, whatnot. But, that's with everybody. So we practically put ourselves, one of those positions to a lot of times be disliked just because they a lot of these people they'll do anything anybody wants the way that people do them today, just like they don't give whoopings out no more to kids, and I think they ought to. And I think a child ought to be not running in the house. Run outside, you scream, yell, holler outside, but you don't do it inside. See, and that's why I said, and that, like I said, sometimes I've had kids, and I've told my wife this, but I've had kids where my dad had this second wife of his, and her kids were like angels. There wasn't, I never know that's hardly in there. And like I said, they would, the little boy had his little Game Boy thing or whatnot. He'd play with it, and two girls would play around. Sometimes they remind me of Darren, they wrestle around a little bit, and I make sure they didn't accidentally hurt one another. But, they'd play around, goof around, have a good time. They was easy going, never no trouble. But a lot of times you can get these darn kids that just want to do something on purpose and want to make your head hurt and everything else. So just like I said, it just depends on the package. But if the perfect scenario for me and my wife, as I said, would probably be, something that didn't have any of that, and somebody that was just like us, lonely, and didn't have much. Or, either that or worked in some field where they had some idea of how to deal with handicapped, people and couple or whatever, and somebody that wanted attention and wanted to be, like we wanted to have, done the idea that we had. But, yeah, I'd like to thank Dylan, and everything. He didn't have to come out here and do this tonight, but, obviously he's one with a big heart and everything. So, and that's one thing it does take a lot of times. A lot of people, he don't realize there's a lot of people wouldn't do what he does. A lot of people wouldn't do
He's been working, he said.
Yeah, that's what he told me. There's a lot of people that don't have what he does, and that's time for a lot of people. Oh, did he say something bad?
No.
No, but just wanted to thank him and hopefully he has a rest of a good night. And I let my wife say some more things, and I might get back on here in a few minutes. Give him some more time.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I just took a mom shower to calm down because I get real upset real easy. I don't mean to get loud, but my husband was right. Sometimes I do get loud when I get upset. I'm just trying to get things fixed and straight and in a way. And I apologize if I got too loud. I don't mean to hurt anybody's ears. That's why I take a warm shower just to calm myself down, because that's the right thing to do than taking your temper on somebody. Because that's what I learned in counseling, is to not take your anger on certain people. Because, they said it's not right.
Sometimes they don't give us a choice.
Yeah. Like my husband said, they give you no choice sometimes.
Sometimes you can't help.
But I went to church tonight. It was a good service. Learned about Job a little bit in the Bible today. Job was a good Baptist person that followed Jesus Christ and the Bible. He was a good man. My preacher said he was a good man that followed Jesus' footsteps. He said, you don't need to be going out there and drinking, partying, doing drugs. He said, you need to do the right things than doing the wrong things. He said, this world is cruel out here. This is what my preacher said. He always practices and writes down what he learns from it. He puts thought into it. He said, there's cruel people out here like druggies and people going to jail, and he don't want that for y'all. He wants y'all to be smarter than that. He wants you to be able to do what's right, what's not do the wrong things. Like he was explaining, going to jail and murdering people, and he said, you guys need to use your brains a lot more than a hat rack. And, he opened my eyes when he said, that's the first time I've ever heard him say something about, people doing the wrong things of partying and drinking and doing the drugs. He opened my eyes. That's the first time I've ever heard him say that in his preaching.
Probably learned it from me.
And I guess he did hear a little bit on YouTube, because he was looking at YouTube earlier.
Somebody watches my videos.
Yeah, and I appreciate all the comments from Dylan and stuff, and I really appreciate that, buddy, from you, because you're the only one that really comments.
Yeah, he's about the only one worth getting on there for.
Yeah, and you're the only one we would probably get on here and be talking to him, or that Peja. Peja hasn't been on here in a while.
Don't bring
No problem. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Like I said, pastors understand I can't like everybody.
Yeah, and
You can't, God ain't gonna like everybody no matter what he says. You can't.
yeah. Now my church does different activities, like Vacation Bible School, or they're having a Old People's Day. It's the 24th of next month. They're having a dinner. That's just for the old people, not the younger people. It's for the older, like the older women and the older men, And I appreciate, my preacher saying, all this good stuff. It's really opened my eyes, because, he said, we got to be like Job. We got to do the right things. And he's right. We got to be like Job. We want to do the right things, not the bad things. And you know what? He opened my eyes. I just wanted to tear up, Patty. You know, I wanted to tear up so bad because I know he was getting ready to. I love my preacher like nobody I ever got to know. And Anthony and Jeff Shelton, they're preachers too. And Nick and you know, Nick Carmen went to Disney World today, go see Mickey Mouse because he said that he loves Disney. And that's pretty cool that he went to go see, he went to go see if he can find Superman. He's a Superman fan. And that's pretty neat. But, I mean, you know, my preacher wanted to cry so bad when he got up on that pulpit. I knew he was going to tear up because, you know, he tears up in his, you know, his preaching. When he gets down in that message from God, I know God's touching him because the way he went, I knew he was going to be like Nick. When he gets in that motion of wanting to break down, that's going to break me down because I see him crying. It's going to break me down. And we were talking about how people are killing people and stealing kids and killing their parents and having abductions and abortions. And he just thinks that's all wrong because he said, we got to be like Job. If you got kids, we got to put a protection over them because we are young. We are still vibrant. We're not like everybody else. If you got children, you need to put protection over their heads. And the kids in school need to wash their hands every time they go to the bathroom. Get a tissue if they have to sneeze. And kids in high school, please, for your protection from the virus, make sure that you do everything you can so you don't get the virus. Be there for your parents. Make them proud of you. Graduate. Go to college. Do something good with your life. Don't go out in the bad world where there's drugs and partying and smoking and drinking. I want you guys to be smart. I want you guys to be able to go to college, get your own car, get your own jobs. And females, the single females, I'm talking to you beauties too. I want you to be able to come to me. If you are my unicorn bestie, you can come and talk to me. You don't have to hide beauty. You don't have to be ashamed of what you need to tell me. If you need to tell us something, we're there. We're there to listen to you. But don't keep bringing it up. Just put it in the back of your mind. Relax. And sing and color and dance. Go for a walk. Get some fresh air like I did tonight. I went for a long walk before church. I was relaxing my mind.
Well, you need somebody else to make you laugh.
Yeah, make us laugh, giggle, and make me feel good. Make him feel good. We want this so bad, beauties. We do. We want you. If you're single, we want you, but we want you to come on your own, beauties. We're not trying to hurt you in any way. We're not trying to hurt your feelings. We're trying to be there for you, beauty. We really want this because I cry because I really want this. And I'm trying to show my husband I really want this. I went on my way out to buy you dresses and necklaces and bracelets and hair dye and bubble bath and a ring, a scarf, a shirt, and fingernail polish and a beautiful $700 ring to put on your beautiful finger. And you will look so beautiful in it. whoever my bestie will be, you are beautiful. Please come to me. You can come on here and comment. You can talk to me. I don't mind. I don't have nothing else to do. I would love to talk to my unicorn bestie. We could talk about, how your day was and what you did and what your hobbies are, or I want a bestie to feel like she's happy. That's what I want for you. I want all three of us to live together and be happy. Be one big family, one big bond that I want again. Because I felt like my family didn't have a bond with me. I want to have a big bond that can't be broken. Like Stone Cold says, we all got to get together and bond as one. And like Vince McMahon says, we got to be a big family. Like he says in wrestling, all the wrestlers and all the divas, he said they got to be like a big family because they travel. They travel together. And Vince don't want you guys arguing and fussing and fighting each other. He wants you to have a bond. And I know I usually don't talk about Vince McMahon, but he's my buddy. He's my buddy. He is a crack up sometimes. He is little Mr. Macho. I can say he does got that little cute walking clothes. But when he used to walk down that ramp, he was so funny watching it in my back days and my kid days. I would just sit there and roll. I wouldn't move from my spot because he was like Colt Hogan and Randy Savage and Stone Cold and Big Show, Chris Jericho, and Undertaker, Shawn McCall, Layla, Rusev, and who else was there, baby? And there was Becky and Charlotte, my little star, Ric Flair, Nature Boy. There is no other Nature Boy that I will say out here. There is no other Nature Boy that can replace Ric Flair. Because this guy at the wrestling thing that we went to, Toys and Tots, he kept saying that he was the Ric Flair and he was trying to do the stroke. And he couldn't even do it. I said, you ain't no Nature Boy. I said, the only real Nature Boy is Ric Flair. And he asked me who the Four Horsemen was, and I could not think of but one. I said Ric Flair and Arn Anderson. And I couldn't think of the other two. And I shall put my mind to it to think so hard to think of the other two. Because I would have won this fake car thing, and it was so beautiful. It was like the one in the pig I told my husband I want so bad. It was like a red Corvette or something like that. And he said I would have won it if I got the other two right. And I was like, oh, that's good, Kim. I told him, I said, I got to go get my husband because my husband's a wrestling fan. And I said, I bet he'll get all four right. And I was like, oh, that's going to eat me alive. But, Unicorn Bessie, sorry. I got so excited about Ric Flair and wrestling stuff. Sorry. But please, beauty, please come out here and comment because I want you to see, open those beautiful eyes, smile, come out here and talk to me. Talk to my husband a little bit. I'm going to show you what we got. All right. See, we got this. We got, I don't know what that is. We got that. I got that. Got hair dye. Got another hair dye. Let's see. Got bubble bath like I was talking about. Got you some bubble bath.
Got you these pretty things to put on your nails. I used to do that when I was younger. And there's some more shiny things you can put on your whatever where you want to put them. As long, well, I'll let you decide that. Got you some eyeshadow, different colors. Let's see. Got you one of these. I don't know what that thing is, but okay. Let's see. Let's see. Got you 3 different kinds of I think they're lipstick, right, honey? And this is lip gloss. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make sure I get them right. And got you that. So I'll get it up close. Oh, okay. And I'm going to show this again because I think this is beautiful. I picked it out. So let me get it up close so you can see it. And that's a $700 ring. And let's see. What else we got in here, honey?
Yeah.
We got purple nail polish. Let's see. We got dark purple, pink. Let's see. Got blue. I think that's a dark pink. Light purple or brown. What color that is? I can tell, but okay. We got glitter and put on after your nail polish dries. Got more blue glitter. Got gray. Got, I guess that's gold. Gold. Got purple. Let's see. Got like a different color glitter in one. And we got, I guess that's purple with purple glitter. And we got this color. So this is all I'm putting on here because I want you to see what we got. Maybe a female will come on here in a little while. Maybe. Let me get my hopes up. But here's my husband. Let me fix this.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh wow. But yeah, we just like to say I try not to upset anybody on some things, but sometimes can't help it. I think, pastors that believe or counselors or anybody that can believe they can help these people, they have to want to help themselves. That's all I got to say. So that's simple. You can throw all the tools and all the helpful little hints you want, but you can't teach it to them. I mean, they gotta want to help themselves first and foremost. Any religion's just out there to be taken as that it's the truth. So I mean, it's just pick a door, and whatever door you only live in a physical form one time. So like I said, it'd be nice to see that somebody out there is kind of, what is it?
You like the ring.
Oh, here, honey. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, like I said, we ain't bullshitting out here on nothing. We just, we might be, depending on the person, it might be that, a lot of them don't like, that we don't have all this fancy gadget junk, and all this other mess that, like we talked about. But that's why I say it was important to get to know them on our level, make sure they know what's going on and understand what the whole deal is and what they're kind of fill them out, see what their expectations might be. But I know our buddy out here, he's
He's a
watched
sweetheart.
a lot of these videos, and I know he meant well and knows. But I think even he knows. Like I said, it's just our brains are washed out
Yeah.
with this mess on the internet. At one time, like I said not so long ago, I believed that you could actually go out here and for free, create you an account and put yourself out there a little bit. And used to, you could be able to give out your number and everything, but everybody wants to go with all this more modern junk. Even now, they got the nerve to call you fake or whatever, and we've had people that
Love you. No, I haven't yet, but maybe when I see her next.
But we just gonna have to let everything play it. Here, go ahead and type, honey.
Trying.
But you can talk to him. Will you?
Hold on, I'm waiting for him to respond.
Oh, all right. No, we've just we're just about rung out. I mean, like I said, it's if a person understood, like I said, we're not the most religious type of people, but I did get my wife that way. I said a prayer out loud, didn't know what the name Jessica meant, but at the time, but anyway, said that name out loud at home. I was the only one at home, of course. All I used to have was a monkey at home. I used to pretend it was. He'd go to bed with me at night, and that's all I had.
When I come on,
wanted
he got me.
When I wanted it to fire playing darts, as he knows. This guy here knows I'm pretty good when he's seen, I think, me over there before several times playing them other games.
He said the mama won't let him see his niece.
Well,
That's messed up.
that's what I'm saying. See,
That's sad.
we thought it was getting done dirty.
Poor buddy. He said, well, if she don't come, I'm going to give them to you.
But,
Plus his
well, we need somebody of age. I definitely, think that it just depends on the situation. I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not trying to be hateful towards kids. Kids can't help it. Mamas laid down a bunch of these men and the whatnot, but and then they can't help it. But it just depends on the package, like I said, what it details, what it comes out. I know exactly what it would take, but it's whether or not there's a person out there like that, or our buddy out here knew anything, anybody easy going that you could make happy with just the simplest of things, it would be something that we could see ourselves, take in and, was really looking for something extra special and nice,
that felt good. That felt good.
Oh, you're like that? Yeah, like I've said before on videos, wife likes this and back massages and things like that. Like I said, the other up here, what was odd, one of the other things that was odd was, you couldn't even do anything. Man,
She snuggled with me though on the couch.
the person that was here that we tried to, well, we didn't have the ring and all that stuff
I give her my old
back
one.
in February.
I give her
But I'm
one.
saying the one that we have now.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't have all this sitting over here then. But we had a few things. sort of like that polish and stuff in the bathroom, some of that other stuff. And at the time, it's like she'd just sit there and watch movies all day long.
I didn't want to upset her. So I
All
didn't say nothing.
day long. Like I said, I don't
I almost
mind.
been left on my day and you don't say nothing.
Well, I don't halfway pay attention to it neither.
No, we don't.
I'll be honest with you. I think a lot of that. I never heard of that damn thing. Never heard of a Lifetime Movie Network channel.
Until you go with me.
I wish I never heard of it. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know none of the damn people in them damn movies. I don't know anything about why they don't even have an award show. They never have. They never. These people. Like I said, I've said this on some videos that I made. They wonder why kids go out there and commit stuff and want to do things wrong because they hear all this stuff, whether it's music, whether it's movies, TV of any kind, these talk shows. I mean, anybody can get something in their head and there's no going back once they get it stuck in there, usually. Like I said, a good movie every once in a while like that would be all right. I mean, it's all fake anyway, but sometimes even a fake, even though you know it's fake, it's too realistic. It's too, you know what I'm saying? Just too much. And sometimes she's come in there and cried her eyes out. I said, you don't have to watch that crap, just turn it off. I used to, my dad would sit there with this popcorn and all that mess. And he'd watch movies on Cinemax, Showtime, HBO, all them movie channels. Pay all that extra money for. And he used to be real big on movies. He tried to get me into a lot of that stuff. I just wouldn't budge. I didn't like the Bigfoot junk. I didn't like any of that. Didn't like flying saucers.
UFOs.
All that junk. There's a lot of that junk. Just didn't like all of it. And there's a lot of things, like I said, but two things he got me into was wrestling and the type of music I like, and baseball. The Braves. But like I said, we'd like to have somebody that liked all this stuff and really put the more you have in common and the more things that you have in common, the more a person's going to be able to be liked, loved, cared for, do the things you want to do for the other, but actually be able to do it this time and actually not even have to, and not have to worry about it. That's what would be nice. And that's what would be, the most help is if, somebody was out here and could find it in their heart to, whether, this guy here, Dylan or somebody, he says he knows some people. So maybe, like I said, he might know of somebody, like I said, I think he said this today, but,
Wendell.
But hopefully, Wendell.
Wendell.
Well, that's a woman's name.
Wendell.
Oh.
Wendell.
But
he said he would talk to her for me.
But he's, like I said, he's out of state. He's not from here. Oh, yeah.
Pedro is Wendell. Oh, he heard. He's a man. Oh, I misunderstood. I misunderstood him.
Well,
I told him I misunderstood. I told him I'm sorry. He said it's okay.
Well,
That was the first time I misunderstood.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really,
Who was it, Bubba?
I don't know. It's that same one. They just picked further. They don't go nowhere.
Mhm.
I'll have people that never goes anywhere. I'll say something and quit. So, like I said, I'm not really into manly stuff. I'm not really up for, just anything. But
I apologize
If
to him
there's-
for
but if
misunderstanding.
there's anybody, else out there, that, or something like some lady or something that
He heard me say window, and I thought it was a female.
that didn't sound like a woman's name to me.
He said it was a man. I told him, I said, oh, I misunderstood you, buddy. Sorry. Sorry.
I don't know, but like I said, I think he
He knows I don't mean no harm.
like I said, it's like I said, he's a guy, but he understands. He's the one that you can kind of talk to, I just, you know, just had hoped, we could find some audience out here that we could, could maybe get a few of them, so we could do this thing that we had in mind. But it's just gonna take a little while, like I said. Maybe somebody that had to kind of give us a little push. I mean, my wife, we said we've been through quite a bit of stuff, but no, it just like I said, the last one up here we touched on some things. One of the other things I noticed real quickly, she wasn't one of those that you could just do what you wanted. You had to put up to all this bullshit and all the rules. And I said these rules everything, but I mean, if you'd saw this for your own eyes, you would not believe that. I mean, she'd said, yeah, like I said, she kind of sat there, but she's one of those like, if you sit over there and you wanted to wrap your arm around her, take a picture with her, you couldn't do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't the easygoing type. She's one of them that believed that you ought to be put through the ringer, and that's the only way she really resonated with you. But otherwise, your opinions and stuff really it didn't really matter a whole lot. But like I said, it's a lot I learned in 2 or 3 weeks with that person. And me and my wife have, we've grown to know that we just can't, let them up here right away unless we're 100% certain that this is one of them deals. That's why I said it'd be nice if this guy here, if he did know anything, it would help a lot. He travels, or he might know somebody up here in Decatur that we don't. Like I said, we can't walk up and down.
He doesn't know anybody in Tennessee.
Well, I know, but maybe somebody. He might know somebody that can travel that wouldn't mind it. Maybe somebody that fits, what we look for. Because, like I said, there's a lot of back roads, a lot of things up here, but mostly the age differences and the age ranges are not to our liking, and it's just mainly the same bunch of people. We get lucky if we have anything out here. The fair comes once a year. A couple of things like that. Like I said, 4th of July, a couple of parades. We have the summer nights deal up here. But like I said, I don't really enjoy going to a lot of this stuff because it's just same old stuff. There's nothing really new to look at. There's no beaches up here, no clubs, there's hardly any bars if there is anything. But that's not usually my cup of tea at all. And there's just really no. I'd aggravate my wife. So it'd be nice to have a Godfather's number.
Give me some hoes.
Call him. You get you could pick you one out of there.
Hey, he married one of his hoes.
but what's funny is his wrestling character was well, not his first. He had several gimmicks, but the gimmick that he really liked the most, and he ended up, that ended up being him, the real him, was this gimmick they called the Godfather, and he come out there and with about 5 or 6 ladies. I guess they just randomly saw him out there, and knowing Vince had let him at that time bring him in or whatever. And he'd use them just for the night. And then what's funny is he'd come out there and say some stuff, and then before he wrestled, he'd give whoever was going to wrestle him that night, a chance to take one or all of them home, or sometimes it'd be one, sometimes it'd be all of them, and then but then like it's funny. The Undertaker is supposed to wrestle him one night on TV or something, and to keep from bursting out laughing, he had to actually go and hit him, punch him, so he wouldn't laugh. So the Undertaker wouldn't break character.
Hey, honey, I need a Halloween costume for the 30th.
Oh yeah.
For church, we're gonna have a contest.
Well, we don't have
A Halloween contest to see whose costume is the best.
Oh, yeah.
Would you help me find one?
No, dang gum.
I think about a kitty cat.
I don't know. That's what I'd like to see. Ain't no costume. But yeah, well, unfortunately, like I say, we just kind of between a rock and a hard place. Which is a lot of this new junk that they put out here. It all looks good to the eyes, and it like I said, a lot of people is used to these more modern technology type phones. It looks bulky and ain't really a phone. I hate this thing when you have to sit there and touch something. That touch screen crap.
I thought I was going to get one that didn't.
And I was used to the two I had before you met me. And they would last me, the longest one that I had was the first one, and it lasted me about 8 months. Of course, I didn't have the virus protection. This thing on here, if you was to get on something, that ding noise you hear,
Yeah.
a lot of times that means there's a threat to the page, and you have to, that
You have to hurry up and get out of it.
yeah, you have to back out so that it don't mess the computer up. But there's some protection stuff on here.
Yeah.
So it's just like I said, it just depends on. I do like that about this computer. At least, you don't have the sliding doors or the thing that comes out on the side there where you can put a disc in it. But like I said,
You need to get one that does.
well, they don't. Obviously, they don't must not make them that much. Did he go to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he still?
I think he's watching.
Oh, well, I don't know. But no, we thank
He's trying to get Peja up.
But we thank him and everything. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, we're not looking for any couples or any.
He's trying to get us all gauze, he said.
No, that wouldn't help us none.
That's why he's trying to get Peja up.
But he was talking about what we was talking about. He made several comments on it. He may not know. Like I said, he may not know anything. He was trying to help, but
Oh, no, he's a sweetie.
But like I said,
Watch this. I'll rock and watch. He'll wake up. Oh,
he
he's been.
probably.
See what he's doing. Come on, Goofy. Dylan.
But
Sweetheart, are you up? Are you there, buddy? Oh, he'll get me at the fair one of these days. I'll be like, yep, we've been talking for a while.
But I think he knew some people. I think he was going to try to help us here soon, but he doesn't have to. But
Oh no, I wouldn't force him.
But that's,
Force
but
him.
you know, I was just trying to explain. It's not like, you know, it's not like this stuff is that easy anymore. Especially, you know, if he was on our end of things, you know, it would be a lot different, I believe. Unless it's just like I said, just one of them. Like I said, the free things like Facebook, Twitter, and all them. Like I said earlier, it's what it is, but there's too many moderator
I think
things
he
on
went
it.
to sleep.
Oh, that right?
I think so because I think he's at the work.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh, we'll get 28 more minutes to kill. Hey, you babies, you want to come on here for a minute? Kill a few more minutes.
No ones.
Oh, it don't matter.
I just put 3 on there.
Whoever ain't been on, well,
I think they all been on there. I got videos of them.
oh well.
Oh my God. I really likes my dogs.
Let's see. Here's
Layla.
Layla. Where's Layla?
There's Bailey.
There's Bailey.
There's
Oh,
Kayla.
oh, Kayla.
I'm over here.
Kayla.
There's Kayla. That's a crybaby.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I got her battery enough. I ain't turn her battery in because she'll draw me nuts.
There's Jessie.
Jessie Pooh.
Oh, okay, I got those. All right.
There's that one.
Okay. Here's Faith.
Faith. Okay.
Donald.
Now with his wobbly head.
There's William. His hair's wild. Wild thing. You made my heart sing. Okay, Dean Ambrose, now you help me sing that song. I ain't gonna shut up afterwards. Thanks a lot, Dean Ambrose. Got me started. Brandy.
Here's Brandy.
That's Naya.
Oh, now. Hello.
There's Elizabeth.
Oh, he got a wobbly head too.
Yeah. I got her through the Goodwill. Goodwill had some. I don't know if Dylan takes his niece one or not. She needs some there. All right, I'm gonna do 3 at a time.
Okay.
Naomi.
There's Naomi.
There's Carolyn. I'm gonna got a lot.
Betty.
Betty.
See, I recognize him with that. Oh, Betty.
What that? She's my baby.
Oh, goodness.
She's a sweetheart too.
Wow.
Mwah, love you, baby. She knows mommy loves her to death. All right. Who wants to go next?
Yep.
There, Junior.
Yeah, this is the one we got off the internet.
Shaniqua.
Yeah.
Shaniqua, I'm gonna say it wrong.
Yeah.
Shaniqua. That sounds like my cousin.
Here comes Baldy.
Sean, my favorite. I don't care if he's bald or not, he must be a stone cold. So,
What?
yeah, he must be a stone cold. What?
What?
Hey, he reminds me of him. He's handsome.
What?
Yes, I did say you're handsome, you're a stone cold, so don't even go there. I said you were
Let's
handsome.
see. Hold on here. Here, let's
Sarah.
go with this one first.
Okay,
Oh, gosh. Sarah.
I've been feeding her like a cow.
That's why she's heavy.
She going.
Got
Let's see, Snoozador.
Yep.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Gosh. There he is.
Honey, stop that. Phil.
There's old Phil.
And he's got one more, I think. Yeah. And this is Rosie.
Rosie?
Rosie.
All right.
And there's Rosie.
There's Rosie.
Yeah. Like a big bunch of babies. So
Oh.
Dylan can see them
Again.
again. I don't care. Dylan likes my baby doll, so I'll be.
Well, maybe we'll find something that likes them, hopefully. Find somebody likes
Nobody
them.
likes my dog, and they don't
Well,
care
he
about
might be able to. He might. By chance. I mean, at least, like I said, not from here. But, somebody, you have to have somebody like, just like that rare time that's out there, not even, no, not really even thinking anybody's going to do anything. But, unfortunately, some people, it's things you don't expect. Like I was telling him, a lot of them, they like to get a lot. They like to do. They like to get on there and talk back and forth, but you don't have all that. They want you to pay so much on the credit card and, all that junk. You don't have.
Nope.
It's not like Facebook or Twitter or nothing.
Nope.
I used to. MogoSpace and MySpace were free.
Yeah.
Those two used to be free. Now they've kind of changed.
And where's
Oh my God.
Cassie?
Oh, here we go. Hello. Yeah. What the?
Oh, where's Mary Bubbles? Where's Mary? Come here, baby. Come here. Bubbles wants in the video bad, honey. Get Bubbles. He was getting upset. He was getting upset.
Hi there. There's Bubbles. That's what I was talking about.
He went in the video. He was getting upset. There's Puppy.
Oh no. Who's that?
Puppy.
Oh, they ain't got a name. Puppy.
I just call it Puppy. There's Sue.
That's Sue.
There's Sparkles.
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 Woo, 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 woo.
There's Prince.
Oh yeah, here you go.
He's got to get in there.
Roof, roof.
You're like Bill laughing. He has some cute pants, probably.
There's
John.
there's John. Monk, monk.
And then there's my big old Jake.
There's Jake.
I call him after Jake the Snake Roberts.
Like, hi everybody. Hello. Hi.
Now, okay,
Everybody
everybody
hi.
on there now.
Yeah. Everybody's on there now.
Yeah. I think Dylan went to sleep.
Man went to sleep, didn't he?
I need to go to sleep.
Yeah. But
Okay.
that's kind of nice,
Yeah. I showed him my baby dolls. 'Cause He
Yeah.
asked me what kind I had.
Well, maybe some, like I said, maybe something will come. I think you understand now. I never went into it, He was listening to us talk, or me talk while he was in there.
Yeah.
So he, like I said, he might be something.
He
Like,
just snuck up on you, didn't he?
yeah. What are you trying to find, honey?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not being goofy.
Your remote.
No. I was just making sure I don't write no other business.
Oh, I don't know. What you got? What you doing?
Yeah, I think he went to sleep on me.
Oh, did he go to sleep?
I think he went to sleepy.
Well,
Good night, my buddy. Love you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, all right. Well, hopefully we'll just see him again soon. All right. Well,
Mwah. Love you, Dylan. Thank you,
Bye.
buddy. See ya, sweetheart.
all right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get off.